The deadline for voter registration for this year's presidential election is now just 2 weeks away. And who's signing up to vote may offer some clues into this year's race. News 13's Frank Faboni joins us with a breakdown of voter registration. Is it up, Frank?
Well, Darcel, only slightly. Buncombe County has about 100 more registered voters over the past 6 months compared to 2008. But what is different is the growing number of unaffiliated voters.
Once he fills that out and sends it back to us, his registration will be changed.
The Buncombe County Election Services Office has been fielding lots of calls from voters registering to vote in November.
What we're seeing is not really out of the norm for presidential.
Election Services Director Trina Parker says they've registered about 5,000 people since August.
In 2008, during that same time frame, we had registered about the same number of people.
But the people going to the polls this year could be very different. According to numbers from the Buncombe County Board of Elections, Democrats still outnumber Republicans by almost 2 to 1. But this year, the number of unaffiliated voters has grown by more than 10,000 voters.
You know, this trend has been going on for several years, but when you look at our total registration numbers now, you can see that the registration of unaffiliated voters has increased about 10,000 between 2008 and now.
Oh, it just did it. Another change, posters with QR codes that help smartphone users find their voter information. This is high tech. In a snap.
We made it easier along with the county IT department. They've helped us make it a lot more voter friendly.
Author and UNCA political science Professor Mark Gibney says the growing unaffiliated voters could signify more voters have grown disenfranchised with either party candidate. Well, those who missed the registration deadline will still be able to vote during early one-stop voting, which begins October 18th and then runs until November 3rd.